because her husband never eats eggs. The wife ordered their son not to eat them either. She was afraid her husband would discover the son wasn't his biological child. However, this move raised suspicions in the CEO. He noticed the son was becoming less and less like him, so he secretly did a paternity test. The result showed that the son wasn't his biological child. The CEO was filled with doubts. He began to suspect that his wife wasn't the same woman he married. 6 years ago, the CEO had been drugged and spent a night with a stranger. When he woke up, the girl was already gone. He remembered the girl had a jade pendant with her, so he ordered his subordinates to find her, intending to take responsibility. Unbeknownst to him, the girl had been afraid that her boss would find out she had been involved with a guest and would get fired. So, she pretended nothing had happened and went straight home. Back at home, she was shocked to find her best friend strangling her stomach. After asking, she learned her friend had just found out she was pregnant, but her boyfriend had cruelly abandoned her. The scheming woman decided to strangle the child to gain sympathy and scam the girl for money. Sure enough, the girl immediately offered to lend her money, but the scheming woman thought it wasn't enough. So, she tricked the girl into giving her the jade pendant, planning to sell it. After the girl handed over the pendant, she went to the bathroom. At that moment, the CEO arrived and mistakenly thought she was the girl from that night. He decided to take responsibility for her. The scheming woman suddenly recalled seeing a kiss mark on the girl's neck. In that moment, she realized the man from last night was the billionaire CEO. She became furious, seeing that the CEO didn't remember the girl's appearance. She lied and claimed she was the one from that night. To her surprise, the CEO believed her and immediately took her home. He treated the scheming woman's child as his own, but what he didn't know was that the real girl was also pregnant. 6 years passed, and the girl, unwilling to abort the child, raised him alone. Unfortunately, the child had a congenital heart condition. The girl worked 8 jobs every day to save money for his treatment. One day, she applied for a housekeeper job at a mansion, not realizing it was the home of the child's biological father. She asked her son to wait downstairs, but the scheming woman's son, who was playing around, knocked the boy over. The scheming woman, without understanding the situation, blamed the boy for bullying her son. Despite the boy repeatedly explaining it was an accident, the scheming woman wouldn't relent. She ordered the housekeeper to let the dogs bite the boy. The boy screamed for his mother. The girl rushed out to protect him, and suddenly recognized the woman in front of her as her best friend. At that moment, the scheming woman realized the boy might be the CEO's son. She feared the CEO would learn the truth, so she used the opportunity to try to get rid of them. But the girl asked her son and learned it was the scheming woman's son who had knocked her son over, and had ordered the dogs to bite him. The girl knew her son never lied, but thankfully, neither of the children was hurt. The scheming woman froze, refused to answer, and instead became furious. She ordered the bodyguards to grab her, planning to slap her 400 times. Just then, the CEO unexpectedly returned home.